Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Today we're in the UMP Modifieds here at the dirt track of Charlotte. We were not super fast at all. We ran a 4, which is the fastest I've ran so far. This track came in super clean, and I'm car number 6, which is super surprising because I'm usually not that low of iRating in the field, but that makes it very interesting because there's a lot of really good and fast guys here, so this is going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully I can learn a lot off of them. Because there's obviously something I'm doing in these cars that is not right. You really have to drive this thing with your right foot, I know that. A lot of throttle control. Bottom's pretty fast right now. By the time the feature comes around, we're going to be running on the wall. This is going to be so interesting. Just because, like, everybody... I looked at the entrance and everybody's a D3 or better. Like, everybody's Division 3 or better in this race, which is super surprising. I ran a 3 there. How? Like, that lap honestly felt really bad, but it gripped really well apparently. So, that's really interesting. I'm happy I ran a 3 at least. That's the fastest I've ran so far. 587 the second lap. I'm not that surprised by that. People are in the zeros though, like people are so fast here. It's gonna be real interesting because we're about mid-pack of iRating for here. There's 13 cars here, car number 6. Lowest car number I've been in a long time on dirt, but oval, that's kind of normal for me. I feel like if I run a truck race, I'm gonna be like 6th or further back probably because iRatings are so different there, but it seems like we're gonna be starting about mid-pack. I'll pick it up when we're getting ready to go green in the heat races and we just keep dropping. Alright, looks like we're going to be 4th in the second heat, so we qualified 8th. Yeah, that's the correct math. So this is going to be interesting. I want to see how they're running, like on where they're running at least, because I don't run as fast as these guys. These guys are super fast. I'm really interested to see the strength of field. The strength of field is going to be very high, because I have like a 3,700 iRating, 37.5, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but this is a high iRating field. It's going to be real interesting to see. I think the last time I was in a field like this was in the Super Late Models, I think, at like Lernersville. That was a really high strength of field. This might be like about my iRating for strength of field, depending on the guys that are lower than me, because I'm about mid-pack in the number. So that'll be one of the highest I think I've ever been in, I feel like. I don't know the highest iRating field I've been in before. I don't pay too much attention to that stuff. I just see it after the race for the most part, and I kind of forget about it. But these guys are very fast. I wanted to run a UMP race, but they've been on really bad tracks, to me at least, the last couple weeks. So they finally came to Charlotte, and I'm like, yep, I want to run them. And the 358s are at like Lanier this week. I don't really like Lanier that much. So I decided to sub that out with a UMP race this week. And hopefully you guys had a great Easter. I'm actually doing this race on Easter, but you guys see it the day after. So hopefully you guys had a great day. Relaxing with family, eating some. That's all Easter really is for. Relaxing and having that extra day off from Good Friday. For the most part. And people like to give everybody else chocolates. So I'm not a big like sweet eater, but chocolate's nice every now and then. But I know some people that love chocolate. But hopefully we have a pretty good race. Where is like 5th on back? I don't know where they're at. Oh, they're just like way back here. Don't know why, but they are. We'll see how good this front runs. Because I'll be starting basically at the same spot as the 11. Pace truck's off, because they take off on the backstretch, so they can literally go like any point now. Field bunches up a little bit. 9 car... takes off now. Took a while, but he finally did. He had a really good start. 13's trying to take it 3 wide. Did he start like in that lane, or is he the lane back further? I don't even know. Watch back here. There won't be a consolation race since there's only 13 of us here, but still be a good race throughout the entire field because everybody here is fast. 13 sliding up, doesn't get into the 2. Nice. 5 car has a good run on the outside. The momentum's definitely on the outside, but right now the bottom is fast. It's going to be tough to pass on the bottom for the most part. You kind of just want to, it looks like you just want to follow that grip around. 2 cars a little higher, but he's making it work off the corner. Throwing a slider on the 11, not quite. The 11 goes up to try to avoid him instead of coming down. I probably would have done the same thing, to be honest. 5 car goes in, doesn't throw a slider there. Go back one more spot. Nope, that's forward. This is for what? 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th right there. Four guys right on top of each other in the corners. 13 car goes in, throws a slider up on the 5 and just hits the brake. That was a bad idea. You shouldn't just hit the brake when you're throwing the slider. They stayed straight though. Good battle up here though. There's not really a battle for the lead. They're kind of just straightened out single file up there. 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th are right on top of each other for the most part. It was cool to see a battle for the lead. 11 car gets a really good run. 2 cars a little bit too high in that corner. 11 not going to quite throw a slider. Just keeps it right around that mid lane. That line is moving up quick though in these corners. 2 car goes in real low, trying to pinch down the 11. These 2 guys behind them are going to start catching them, even though they're kind of battling side by side. 5 cars running that outside really well. They're coming back in the picture now, but they're on the last lap. 5 car throws it in. Doesn't really throw a slider. There's not really room for it. 11 car gets right back by him. That was close. 5 car hits the tire. Oh, that was a good finish, though. The 11 freaking forced his way on that outside and got it to work. He barely got back by him. That was a good race. A good race for, like, 3rd and back. 3rd to 6th. Those guys are, like, right on top of each other. Hopefully we could have a pretty good run up here. Have the same kind of race that they did, hopefully. There's 5 of us. That's everybody, because I think the number 4, the 6th place car, like, disconnected or something. Like, he fell out during qualifying, I think, which sucks for him a lot. So there's only 5 guys in our heat now. So there's only, like, 12 now in the race unless the 4 comes back. But he will lose a lot of iRating, which is unfortunate for him. I'm real interested to see the strike the field, because this is going to be a really strong one. Like, this feature is going to be a struggle, I feel like, but it's a really great learning opportunity. That's all I'm really looking to do, is to really learn off of these guys and hopefully pick up some time watching them, being around them. Because you really got to drive these cars with the right foot. I think some guys, like, drag the brake too, but I'm really bad at that in these cars. Like, on dirt, I'm really bad at 2-footing on the brake and gas at the same time. Like, I use 2 feet regardless to drive, but the way the car reacts when you brake is so much different than it is on, like, asphalt. I don't really do it at the same time. Watch the 7. Had as good of a start as we really could have. 10 cars sleeping a little bit. I'm just going to try to rip this outside for the most part. That bottom still got gripped for sure down there. 10 cars getting put up in the wall. I'm going to try to take advantage of that. He's going to get that run on the outside though, like I was talking about. Try not to come up into that guy. He had a good run off that corner. I wanted to come up really bad. Just got stuck on the bottom. I could have probably thrown a little bit of a slider into 2 or into 1 and gotten back up to the high side, but I'd rather not wreck us in the heat race. I'd rather not wreck us in general. I need to learn to keep my car straighter for sure, because that is one thing I do struggle with in these cars. It's really throttle dependent. But they are keeping their throttle down a lot more and being able to keep it straight. That's what I'm trying to learn from watching these guys, like where exactly they're running. You can easily hit those tires down there. The 8 car is very close to that. He's up in the wall a little bit, slowed him up. Right on his left rear. Did not want to get into him. Oh, he's up in the wall there. Thought he was gonna bounce off real weird. He kind of did, but he kept it pretty straight. It might have just been a little bit of lag, him getting into the wall. Already white flag. Jesus Christ, these laps go by fucking fast. But we're gonna be starting in 10th, it looks like. Really need to pick up my speed though a lot. Oh, I'm in the wall. I'm wrecking for last place by myself. I'm a fucking idiot. My back end was just kicked out a little bit too much. Oh well. So we lost one spot there. Basically back one row for the feature, which isn't too bad. I was gonna be back there anyways. I don't really care about the 2x that we got. Doesn't mean too much in the heat. It goes towards you the slightest bit, but not that much. But we gonna be starting way the hell back here. It's gonna be real interesting. Hopefully it's a pretty clean race. Everybody stayed off each other. Nobody really wrecked in either heat. So hopefully we can have a good race. And it can go green. That'd be great. 30 laps green. That'd be very fun because these definitely do have a caution. I think they're a B class, I want to say. I think the UMPs are B class.
Let's go.
It's gonna be real interesting. There's more guys starting on the bottom because they had 7 and we only had 5. That's kind of weird. Track's definitely gonna be all the way up by the wall by the end of this feature. Like, we're starting to get up there, but we're not all the way up at the wall yet. Because this track definitely is top dominated later on in features for the most part. Bottom and 3 and 4 definitely has grip.
Joke, bro.
Okay. I didn't really see what happened in my mirror. The 13 might have just ran into him or something. I'm not sure.
Brake checking. That's cool. Yeah, you hit me before everybody took off earlier. Don't be an idiot, dude.
Yeah, there's no reason for that. Just wait for everybody to start rolling. 5 car just freaking brake checked him as soon as the one yelled. That was kind of funny.
There we go, the lap or so. You might give me an opportunity to get in there if it's not too crazy.
Right. If you got one of those crazy fancy headsets like that, you can do the game chat, the chat, do a different
We are
set.
going, be ready.
Mike, get off the mic.
Mike, get off the mic. That's funny. Gotta watch the leader. Everybody's hitting back here, trying to anticipate the start. We had a really good start though, compared to the bottom. Everybody's so piled up on top of each other. I kind of came down on him a little bit. That's my bad. This is definitely going to be top lane dominated in this race, I feel like. That's just how Charlotte normally goes. I got a little bit too high in that corner. That guy's sending it. I think that was the 5 car. I just saw a white car flash. Yeah, that was the 5 car. Damn. Trying not to run into the back of him. I had so much momentum, I really have anywhere to go because the 10 was on my inside. I think that's, no, it's not the 10. What number is that? 11. He was on my inside, and I would have ran right into the back of the 5. It is so fucking dusty. Everybody running the same lane, but it's cool. It makes it more realistic, I feel like. I just wish that it would be dusty when it's supposed to be dusty, because it does just get dusty to be dusty. But when there's a lot of moisture, there shouldn't be as much dust, I feel like. It should just be more mud getting thrown onto your tear-offs. Because definitely up here, it shouldn't be that dusty right now. Okay, 13, you just slid up on the exit. I don't know what you wanted me to do there. I was letting off. I was going to try to cross him back over, but he was like 45 degrees sideways still. Oh, Jesus. That guy just braked. I don't know what the hell just happened there. That guy literally just braked on the straightaway. I'm happy we didn't run into him.
What are you doing?
I don't know if these are single or double file. I think they're going to be double file, I want to say. Yeah, see, that guy's still just sitting there. I don't know what the hell's going on. Number 1 car. Rip to him. But we're up to 10th, I guess. We're back to 10th. We did lose that spot to the 5. And then got that spot back from the 1, I guess. He didn't just stop in there, so... Don't know what he's doing. Hopefully he gets off the track so we can get going. Oh yeah, he's moving now. Okay. He's starting to move.
That looked like to me Christopher tried to eat him.
I don't know what the hell happened there.
Pit road close.
I'll have to go back and see that because he didn't look like he was wrecking unless he got spun out and just held the brake. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, my wheel shut off on me. I don't know why
Oh.
it's doing this.
his wheel shut off. That makes more sense because he was still sitting there like the next lap, which that really sucks because he's stuck a lap down now. That sucks a lot for him. Rip. We're definitely gonna have a faster guy behind us, even though he's a lap down. He'll still be faster than us. Yeah, 'cause I didn't think that he was getting spun out. It looked like he just came to a stop, which that makes sense if your wheel gets shut off. You kind of just come to a stop like that. That's happened to me
For you
before.
new guys, it may not be a bad idea if you get some of those blue paper
Single
towels,
file?
jump up
Oh
on
no,
the
inside
wall.
lane. Okay.
Make sure
I guess I'm in
you
ninth.
touch your
I thought I was in
speakers
10th.
Before you jump off the wall, and that helps dry them up because your feet are
Oh, because the
wet
one
underneath
car
the
says he's in 7th. Never mind, that's why.
wall.
Because the caution came out, it keeps your spot at the time, so I am in 9th. That kind of sucks. I don't want to be on the inside as much. There's not as much grip down here. Seven cars in the lead though, nice. He got it from the 9.
Green flag.
Probably gonna be like 3 wide right here. Through that corner.
Outside. Clear, clear.
Guys on the outside definitely gonna have a run. Definitely don't want to get into those tires that will ruin your day and probably somebody else behind / above you.
Outside. Still outside. Clear high.
I think they were about 3 wide there at the 8, the 13, 5, and the 8, I believe. 5 got in the wall. I could have probably went up there with the 8, but I didn't. That was probably a mistake. Oh, they're still hitting behind me. Cool. 8 car sent it in that corner. Now we're going to be right up by this wall in turn 1. Turn 1 gets a lot thinner than 3 and 4 does, for sure. Thought the 13 was going to send it under us there, but the other guy inside of him, I think that's the 1 car. Oh no, that's not the 1 car, okay. I thought it was. They're making that middle lane work. They have a lot of grip there, it looks like. I about smacked my back end on that wall, though. That was almost really bad. 13 car comes up so fucking slow, man. Like, if you're coming up, come up. I don't care. I was going to try to cross him over, but he was just slow creeping up to the top. I'd rather somebody throw a hard slider so I can see it coming instead of somebody just slowly moving up the track like you don't know if they're going to come up or not. That's how you cause a wreck. Definitely too high in 3 and 4. One's in the wall. That's the 5 car. Oh, he got all the way up to 5th? What the hell? He was flying, man. Holy shit. I thought he was behind me, to be honest. I thought the 5 car was that white car behind me. He was fucking flying, man. He was up to 5th. We're still back in 10th where we started. Oh, Jesus. Those bumps are killer. They'll get you real sideways. There's 13 and 5 again. They're gonna get into it. Oh, 13 tried to take him out.
Yeah, guess who's getting recorded? Fucking 5.
That looked like the 5 definitely got into the 13 barely in his back right, but the 13 looked like he tried to take out the 5. He 100% looked like he tried to turn right there afterwards. I think I could get past 2, so I'll be up to 9th again. That kind of sucks. I'm gonna be on the inside for this restart again. But yeah, I know I saw that the 5 got into the back right of the 13 a little bit, but the 13 was like a lane and a half down almost, and then I think he kicked his back end out to go into the corner, or he was just sideways off that corner. I don't really know. I have to go back and see it completely.
Whoa, my screen cut off.
Jeez, everybody's having technical difficulties this race. And I'm just back here slow as hell.
Sorry.
Well, he rejoined. That's not a good sign. But it looked like after he got bumped, he tried to turn straight right to take him out to me. That's what it looked like. Because I don't think that your car is going to turn straight right after getting bumped in your back right going left. Because he was shooting straight down and his front end shot straight back right. So either he way overcorrected or he tried to take out the 5 and it did not work. I'm just happy we didn't get caught up in it. Is the 2-car lap down? I don't think he is. It's showing he is on the relative, but I don't actually think he is. 11 car has been sleeping on these restarts. Yeah, the 2 car's not a lap down. Oh, they're wrecking. Definitely gained a couple spots there, but I don't know if a caution's going to come out because I was so far back there, nobody's behind them. That really sucked for the 2, for sure. He might bring out the caution though. Oh, I think the 1 car, yep, his wheel probably disconnected again. He was just sitting in the middle of the track. That sucks. He's having some really bad problems. He's definitely quick because he was up there in the beginning. I think he's just been running behind us, not trying to mess anybody up, just be in the race. But it looked like his wheel shut off again. He was sitting in the middle of the track like it was last time. Well, that's not necessary. That sometimes you just can't control that. Because I've had it before when I ran an NIS race at Bristol. I went to a pit stop under yellow, and I ran to the bathroom real quick, and my knee hit the bottom of the wheel for like barely getting up because I was trying to rush because pit stops are quick, and the back left cord to the wheel that plugs into the wall came out the slightest bit. It's still there, but it came out the slightest bit to where the wheel disconnected, and my engine blew because the gas and brake were just held down and because the wheel's freaking out. So I understand, like, you can't control that, and that's happened to me a couple times during practice after that, but now I have it fixed where that hasn't happened in a long time. Actually, I think that was my old wheel. It wasn't this one that I have now. That was my old wheel, I think, where I did that on. I think it was the G27 I had. That wheel worked great until that happened. Like, it was still working great, and then every now and then, if you barely bumped it, it would, like, disconnect in the back. So, didn't want to have too high force feedback or anything like that. But we're up to 7th now. Everybody is back piled up together. 8 car got real sideways there. I went, and then I was going to completely run over the 8, so I just backed off of it a little bit. Ooh, that's slick. I ran too much through the slick. Try to rip this outside as well as we can. That line's really high up there, but there's a lot of grip lower than that. Oh, this guy's in the wall. 8 car just completely got in the wall. I'm surprised we didn't get a 2X for that. Yeah, we were 3 wide there. I'm happy the guy on the bottom didn't come up off the corner. Yeah, the 8 car got a little too high going to that corner and just stuck his car to the wall. I'm surprised we didn't get a 2X. It wouldn't really matter, but I'm just happy like we didn't wreck from it. Kind of just hit him and then kept going. There you go. Somebody threw a slider finally, like a correct one. That worked pretty well down there, actually. That might have been just because I had the momentum off the corner. I had a lot of momentum going into 3 and 4. But 3 and 4 usually has grip on the bottom for a lot of it. Like, if you run it right, you can definitely have grip down there, but I don't run it nearly as well as you need to. 8 cars throwing sliders on the 2. 5 cars in the wall. I'm happy that we were a little bit off of it to miss it. Some guys are just so good at getting an inch away from that wall, or just getting your back right on it to where you literally slide perfectly along the wall with your back right on it. And that's the real fast way around it, but that's so tough to do and so risky. Because you could easily get sucked into it if you're just a little bit too aggressive on it. Those bumps are killing me going into 3. Very slick up top in 1 and 2 now. That's the wall. Yeah, those bumps are real killing me in 3 and 4. Big time. 8 cars in the wall a little bit. I'm just not as fast as I need to be. I'm not as smooth as I need to be up here. That 5 car tried to throw a slider on the other guy. They were 3 wide. And that's the race. I think we finished 8th. Yeah, we did. Nice. That's why the 5 was throwing that there. Alright, well, we finished 8th. I'm happy with that, to be honest, because that was some tough racing for sure. I need to move my flag back over here so I can see when we're on the last freaking lap. That was a very close race there at the end, because the 5 tried throwing a slider on the 7 there. Because I had a really bad 1 and 2 on the last lap, and I was in the wall there, so that was slowing me up. 12 car was getting that bottom to hook up for him pretty well, though. He was doing really well on the bottom. I kept beating him to the line just barely, and I went too low going into this corner. I didn't get the grip I needed to. 5 car had a really good run, but being about 3 wide, he couldn't really throw a slider. They get together, and I get the momentum right on the outside. Go right back by him. That was super close to the line, though. That was super close to the line. Because I just had so much momentum ripping that outside. Barely getting by him there at the end. So that was fun. But yeah, I don't really think there was much going on there. I want to go back to when the 13 and the 5 wrecked. Because I'm pretty sure he got clipped in the back right from the 5. Because he's been like super sideways and just not committing, I feel like, as much as he should have. Going down straightaways. And then it looked like he turned straight right to try to take out the 5, in my opinion. That's what it looked like, but we'll see. But geez, it was tight racing through like the whole field. I wish I was a little better at running the high side or throttle control managing. Yeah, like he wasn't committing to his line. Like it looked like he was giving the 5 the line up here. So the 5 was taking it and he has all the momentum in the world on the outside. And he just keeps barely coming up and he just barely gets tapped. But he turned straight right. And look, he's still turning right. Yeah, he was trying to take out the 5 100%. Because you could see his wheels. He corrected it, and he would have been fine going into this corner, but he sees that he's heading towards him, so he turns back right to try to take him out. So that was your own fault, dude, after you got hit. I'm happy we missed it, though. We were very close to it. But that was mainly the only thing that went on. We started 10th, finished 8th. Being car number 6, I don't know if we're going to get iRating or not. We actually might, because the 5 is behind us, the 1 and the 4 is behind us. But we have the 11, 9, and 10 up here, like way up here. So, and the 7 won it, so we might not gain iRating. We'll see. It's going to be really 50-50, I think, if we get any iRate or not. But this was a very high strength of field. I think I learned some from this race on, like, where to run. And it's just so tough to actually do correctly. And I need to get better at that, practice it more for sure. But that was a lot of fun. And we finished 8th, which I can't complain about because I know we weren't as fast as these guys up here. They were super fast in this race. So let's go see what we actually end up getting out of it. All right, results are in. Strength of field 3,300, almost 34. That's a very high strength of field, and sucks a lot for the 1 car that his wheel disconnected on him twice. That was unfortunate for him. He lost 98, and the 4 car was never even there. He said he fell through input, so don't know exactly what happened to him. But we finished 8th. We lost 22. I'm not that surprised by that. I thought I was lower in the 37s, but we were almost 38 actually. But I'm not surprised that we lost any because we finished 8th and we were car number 6, and some lower numbers got up here, so they gained a ton. Because I believe the same amount gets added as minus in a race, so it makes sense. Because I was thinking because of the 1 and the 4 being back here and potentially the 5 being behind me too, but there were just so many lower numbers above us that were gaining too much for us to gain any, but that's all right. We had a good race. I was happy with how it went. At least we didn't end up in a wreck. We got into the 8 once, but that was only because he smacked the wall once, and we didn't really have anywhere to go going into that corner. I'm just happy we didn't wreck doing that. But what was my fastest lap? My fastest lap was a 5, and that guy has a 1. The other one was a 2, and then 3s, and most people were 4s and 5s. So definitely was not the fastest car by any means. We just stayed out of the wrecks and didn't have a technical difficulty, which is nice. So unfortunate for the 1 for sure. I hate when that happens. But it was a very strong field. A lot of guys over 3K, 5K. What was the 1 car? He was over 5K as well. So a lot of really high iRating people. I haven't raced with most of these, I don't think. I recognize McSwain. Trying to think. I don't know if I recognize him. I recognize TJ for sure. And Michael Morris. I've definitely raced him a bunch. So that's unfortunate. He's exactly 4,000. That's so satisfying. But yeah, we lost some iRating, but very strong field. I can't be too mad about that because our number was 6, and that's a low number to be in normally. And I'm usually like a top 3 number, but this strength of field was so high. I'm happy we were in this field because it made it tough on us, and I learned a lot at least. So need to work on that for sure. UMPs I don't run too often, but now that they have a fixed series, I want to run them more. I just need to get them on tracks that I'm better at and practice on them more for sure. So appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see some more racing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.